Tonight on Newscenter, gas drilling sparks heated debate on campus. Students get a front row seat to the solar system. The Big Tent sets up for a solo circus, and Vulcan Pride burns hot at Hamer Hall. Newscenter starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to CUTV News Center for the week of April 14th, 2011. I'm Justin Carlo.
And I'm Lauren Tarosic.
On Wednesday evening, CalU hosted a panel discussing one of the hottest topics in Pennsylvania, the drilling of the Marcellus Shale. CUTV's own Allison Steinheiser attended the panel and has the story.
Marcellus Shale drilling is one university students should be aware of because it affects all Pennsylvanians. Because of this, the university organized a panel with professors from all areas to discuss the debate. In order to understand the importance of the drilling, students must first understand what the Marcellus Shale actually is.
Marcellus Shale is a geological layer underneath the northern Appalachian region that contains a significant deposit of gas.
This deposit of natural gas is what is causing the debate.
The real issue here is the extraction of that gas from the shale.
The HBO movie Gasland portrays some of these issues. When students at the university viewed the film, their response was emotional.
We bought the rights to the movie, and when they saw it, there was, as you can imagine, a fairly emotional response to it.
After seeing the students' response, professors decided students needed to hear both sides of the argument.
Watching the students' response to the film, I kind of gave them the hand, and I said, wait a minute, there's two sides to every story. And if you want to successfully advocate having the environmental issues of this industry addressed, then you need meaningful dialogue.
This is the reason professors from all areas, including sociology, recreation, and biology, created a panel for students to discuss the issue.
And so we decided that we would have a second showing of the movie and that we would bring in experts to talk about the real world impact of the industry.
While there are issues that need to be resolved, the impact on the economy can help the area.
I think that having this industry in this region is a blessing economically, but it needs to be done right.
Reporting for CUTV News Center, I'm Allison Steinheiser.
This week, the first African-American woman to help with a political campaign spoke to Cal students about national issues. CUTV reporter Alex Kunkel has more on the story.
California University has brought in a number of prominent speakers this semester. This week, the university brought in a former campaign manager for the 2000 election and a key member of the Democratic National Committee. On Tuesday, Donna Brazil, the first African American to help with a political campaign, spoke to campus about the effects that significant events have had on the nation and what people can learn from them. She believed that in every case, civility was an asset that many people lacked.
I have found civility lacking in everything facing this country because our lawmakers are no longer concerned about what is best for we the people. They're concerned about what's best for we the party leaders.
Brazil also offered a message to students about how to approach the rest of their lives in order to be successful.
Pay attention, especially those of you who are in college, because this is about your future. They're making decisions today that will impact your lives 10, 15, 20 years down the road. This is not just about old folks worried about their Medicare, their Social Security, their Medicaid, or what have you. This is about your future.
Brazil is currently the interim chair of the Democratic National Committee and will remain at that post until at least April 20th. After that, she will resume her original role as vice chair of the committee. Reporting for CUTV News Center, I'm Alex Kunkel.
A student allegedly involved with throwing water balloons has been arrested. Michael Wise was accused of throwing water balloons and making terroristic threats towards one female on April 10th outside of the Natali Student Center. Wise was arrested by university police and has been released on $5,000 bond. University spokesperson Christine Kindle responded to the situation saying, quote, "CalU expects students to act with civility and to treat all members of the campus community with respect. Although this incident involved only a verbal confrontation, not physical violence, campus police responded quickly and appropriately to defuse the situation and to hold people accountable for their behavior." Wise is being charged with 2 counts of terroristic threats and 1 count each of harassment, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief. Wise is set for a preliminary hearing on April 18th.
This week marks WCAL's annual charity event. I spoke with the station's business manager, and he is going to tell us what this year's lock-in entails.
Every year, WCAL holds an annual charity from Friday at 6 p.m. till Sunday at 6 p.m. We lock DJs into the studio and they raise money for a certain charity. And all week we hold remotes here on campus and raise money all week for the charity and give away raffle prizes. This year our charity is the 10 Projects charity, which is a student-run charity. This year we're giving away a 32 5 free tanning sessions to Savage Tan in town here, a concert bundle which has 8 concert tickets to 4 different shows, and we're also giving away 2 dinner and a movie packages.
Award-winning artist Michael Benson spoke to young students this week. CUTV reporter Andy Hughes was on hand at Steele Hall and has more on the story.
Out of This World has been at CalU for the past couple months, and the creator of that exhibit spoke to students this week. On Thursday, author of the award-winning book Beyond Visions of the Interplanetary Probes, Michael Benson, spoke to students in Steele Hall. Benson, who is also a journalist and filmmaker, created the Beyond Visions of Planetary Landscapes exhibit that was in the Mandarino Gallery since the end of February. Benson loves the fact that students are observing the artwork.
Oh, I think it's just amazing. I mean, whenever I think about my show, my touring show, I feel satisfied because part of what I'm doing is trying to get the word out to students, to young people, that the universe is something that's really the solar system in this case, is something that we have to pay attention to, that there are careers, very exciting careers, waiting for people who are interested enough. We need people who are interested in this.
Benson explained many different aspects of the solar system to young students during his presentation, which was then followed by a question and answer session.
But of course the relative sizes are very confusing here because the moon is a very tiny object compared to the sun. The sun is by far the largest object in the solar system, and it contains 99.86% of the mass of the solar system.
He also stressed how important learning the solar system is to young children.
Well, I view it as being completely essential. I mean, you know, when you're a very young person, this planet is just so amazing that you know, with its stars hanging above and everything, that's all fine. But basically, this planet is so fascinating and amazing that it's not really necessary to think about the larger context. But as you get a little older, I think it's essential to understand that our amazing planet is part of a larger context that we know about in much greater detail than any other previous generations.
After an hour presentation from award-winning author Michael Benson, younger students got a better understanding of our solar system. For CUTV News Center, I'm Andy Hughes.
Students who attempted to register for classes on Tuesday may have noticed some technical difficulties. The Office of Academic Affairs has resolved the issue, saying, quote, "Despite extensive testing in the months and weeks leading up to registration, we did experience some technical difficulties on Tuesday, April 12th, that prevented some students from registering during their assigned time. This issue has been resolved and full functionality has been restored to the system. The university administration sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience experienced by students and appreciates everyone's patience and understanding as we transition into our new registration system. Juniors, seniors, and associate degree students unable to register due to these difficulties must self-identify using the needs list. You can access the needs list online, email the Office of Student Retention and Success at retentionalert@calu.edu, or visit the Student Retention Office in Noss Hall, room 103 or 210. So Justin, I know you've been doing a lot with the WCAL charity event. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's been going great. We've been at it all week. We've been out in the student union giving away great prizes that we're raffling off.
I saw you out there today.
Yeah, we have that free prize wheel that everyone loves. And tomorrow we have a dunk tank, so hopefully the weather's nice for it.
I hope it stays nice for you, and maybe we'll be transitioning into spring for real soon, hopefully.
Speaking of weather, find out if this warm weather is finally here to stay when we return with student meteorologist Dustin Snare and your weather report. Stay tuned.
Welcome up to the Cal-U Weather Center. I'm student meteorologist Dustin Snare. Let's take a look at your weather headlines. Coming up, we have a sunny end to the week, giving way to a rainy weekend, but will it ever stay warm out there? We've had some massive temperature fluctuations. Find out this and more when CUTV Newscenter returns.
CUTV always has the action, and now you can too by ordering CUTV programming on DVD.
Hey, and that is no good, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen.
To own your favorite CUTV moments, just send $16.95 in a check payable to SAI, care of CUTV programming order, 250 University Avenue, California, PA 15419.
Welcome back up to the Cal-U Weather Center. Let's get right into your forecast. Looking out there right now, 57 degrees in Pittsburgh. It's actually a little bit warmer. Our graphic, has not updated recently, so it's actually a little bit over 60 degrees out there. A great, pleasant day for the folks around town. 15-degree warm-up from yesterday from this time, so we are seeing that warming trend. It's going to be very spring-like out today and through the next couple days as we close out through the week with this sunny weather. Looking at our U.S. satellite and radar, we have a couple little rain, snow showers over the mountains in the Rockies. So, some stuff moving into the Ohio Valley here, but in our area, nothing really at all. We'll zoom in a little bit closer. We see this rain over the Great Lakes. Should be moving in by the weekend. Zoom a little bit closer. Just a few little high clouds in the sky out there today. Absolutely gorgeous spring day. A lot of sun, plentiful sunshine for the Pittsburgh area. Let's take a look at our futurecast. Start this up at 5 p.m. We'll set it in motion. We'll start to see that high pressure build in Thursday, Friday, keeping that nice sun around, but in comes Saturday, we'll start to see some rain showers move through the area. Hit Sunday though, it'll clear back out. Hopefully it'll warm back up, and into the early next week we'll have another high pressure build in. So an absolutely terrific forecast minus the weekend ahead. So for tonight, we do have 42 degrees. It is going to be partly cloudy. So if you're going out there tonight, might need a little light jacket. Very springish night though. So be on the watch for the temperature. Could be a little bit lower in some areas with the absence of clouds. Tomorrow, 66, increasing clouds throughout the day, and it'll be nice and warm. Nice and toasty out there for you folks around town. So if you have any plans to get outside, get the grass mowed for the first time in the year, you might want to do that today or tomorrow as we finally get a break from this 3-day rain. Tomorrow night, looking at 47 degrees, chance of rain, but I'm not expecting that to come into play until after midnight. So, like I said, today, Friday, just great days to get outside, get the chores done outside before we see that rain moving in for the weekend. Friday, 66 degrees, an absolutely beautiful spring day, but hey, as spring goes, we'll have that rain move in Saturday, clearing up on Sunday, and we'll start to see another warm-up before another system moves into our area mid next week. So an absolutely gorgeous day out there today. I saw people walking their dogs, doing activities outside like throwing frisbee. Why don't we take Newscenter outside?
I know. Hopefully it stays nice up until next week and we can try that again.
Yeah, well, long-term forecast looks like we have some roller coaster of weather like every spring is, so we'll have to keep a watch.
Well, I'm hoping it stays nice, Dustin. I'm banking on that forecast to stay true, so thank you. When we come back, Gloria Stone has your entertainment report. Stay tuned.
CUTV always has the action, and now you can too by ordering CUTV programming on DVD.
Hey, and that is no good, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen.
To own your favorite CUTV moments, just send $16.95 in a check payable to SAI, care of CUTV programming order, 250 University Avenue, California, PA 15419.
Good evening and welcome back to CUTV Newscenter. I'm Glory Stone with your entertainment report. This past Wednesday night, an entertaining performance came to the Natali Student Union for Cal students. CUTV reporter Amber Simcook has more on the event. People magazine announced Wednesday that Jennifer Lopez received the honor of Most Beautiful Celebrity of 2011. Lopez will appear on the cover of the magazine's special issue that will be released Friday. Along with J-Lo, 95 other celebs will be in the issue. Some of the celebrities include last year's Sexiest Man Alive, Ryan Reynolds, Zac Efron, Reese Witherspoon, and Sandra Bullock. In her book, All That Is Bitter and Sweet, Ashley Judd has stated her experience on how she was sexually abused as a young child. After making the situation public, Judd's mother Naomi and sister Wyona said that they too were sexually abused at different points in their lives. They publicly talked about the situation on The View this past week. Wyona also said the situation is more detailed in her book, Coming Home to Myself. The Webby Awards have stated nominees for those who have made huge impacts on the web over the year. Stars ranging from big to small screens such as Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, Lisa Kudrow, Jimmy Fallon, Snoop Dogg, and Conan O'Brien are all up for awards. The Webby Awards take place on June 11th. This past week's competition of Dancing with the Stars, boxer Sugar Ray Leonard was voted out of the ballroom. With such great talent and personality, and everyone, including the judges, were sad to see him go. Also, Steeler Nation is being urged to vote for Hines Ward after having Ravens fans trash talk the football player and have everyone asked to vote for anyone but Ward. To catch all the drama of the competition, tune into ABC on Monday and Tuesday nights. Coming to the Vulcan Theater this week is the comedy The Dilemma, starring Vince Vaughn, Kevin James, and Winona Ryder. Best friends Ronnie and Nick have been through it all and are now working together at an auto design firm. Ronnie soon finds out that Nick's wife is having an affair. After investigating, Ronnie must decide whether to tell his friend or not. To see what happens, showtimes are at 4 and 8 p.m. I know a lot of people are going to vote for Hines Ward. Are you two going to?
Absolutely. Who likes the Ravens anyway? I know I don't. And they are not cool enough to have a player on the show anyway. So.
I don't know why they're wasting their time trying to worry about Dancing with the Stars and all the voting anyway. They should be worrying about their football team.
Exactly.
That is true, since they lost.
Very true.
All right, thanks, Gloria.
Thanks.
When we return, Wilmore has your sports report. Stay tuned.
CUTV always has the action, and now you can too by ordering CUTV programming on DVD.
Hey, and that is no good, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen.
To own your favorite CUTV moments, just send $16.95 in a check payable to SAI, care of CUTV programming order, 250 University Avenue, California, PA 15419.
Welcome back to News Center. I'm Will Moore with sports. Thursday morning, California University hosted the 4th annual Vulcan Pride Parade of Champions, highlighting the accomplishments of this year's Vulcan athletic programs and giving champions a stage from which to show their spoils. The Vulcan Pride event, held every year, took the opportunity to honor this year's champions, including baseball, women's golf, men's and women's hockey, women's soccer, softball, swimming, tennis, and volleyball. Several student athletes took a moment to talk about the celebration and what it meant to them.
I think it's great. I mean, everybody's getting together, having a good time, enjoying, getting to see what all the other teams are doing, how they're succeeding. So it's good.
I think it's definitely a good idea so all of the sports get recognized and everybody gets their chance in the spotlight.
I agree, and I also think that it helps create awareness for everybody because I didn't know about all how we had 9 teams and stuff. I didn't know that we were all champions, so I think that's a good awareness for the whole place.
Unfortunately, we weren't mentioned, and it just gives you a reason to work harder, more motivation to try to get to where we could add our trophy at that table and walk through and get the spotlight on us. It's inspiring to know that our fellow student athletes are making strides both in the classroom and on their respective playing fields, and it just makes us feel good about being a Vulcan, and it just really does give you Vulcan pride for sure.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it because, a lot of people, you see them around the halls and in the buildings, but you don't really know who they are and what they've accomplished in athletics. So, yeah, it's definitely worth it.
They also used the event as a way to reflect on the 2010-2011 athletic year.
I think my favorite memory would have to be when we played Slippery Rock to get into the NCAA Sweet 16. We won in a shootout. We hadn't been too successful with shootouts before that, and we have a great picture of all of us just jumping on each other, and that was a good memory for sure.
This year we got 3rd at the conference meet, which was tied our highest finish ever at conferences, and we also got 14th at nationals, which also tied one of our highest finishes in our program ever.
When we made a 4-game winning streak run to get the PSOC playoff spot, it was very exciting. A lot of people weren't expecting much from us given the way the team performed last year, and obviously we didn't end up where we really wanted to be, but to know that we went out, win those last 4 games and returning to the PSAC playoffs was very exciting.
My favorite memory was definitely winning the championship and getting our trophy in Maryland.
I have to agree with that, and I also think that this year was a lot we're more of a team and more of a family now, so we spend a lot of time together, and just that unity is really exciting.
On the baseball diamond this week, California got back to its winning ways when they battled Fairmont State in a non-conference doubleheader on Wednesday. In the first game, sophomore Kyle Petty earned the win in relief, allowing 1 hit with 2 strikeouts in 1.1 innings, following the strong start of Kyle Thomas, who worked 5 innings, striking out 5 and allowing 1 run on 5 hits en route to a 6-5 victory. In the second contest, the Vulcans would continue their winning ways, defeating the Falcons 8-3, powered by the hot bats of Eric Behringer and Kyle Bowser, who each went 2 for 3 in the contest. With the 2 wins, the Vulcans improved to 18-12 this season. This week, the 24th-ranked Vulcan softball team continued to bludgeon the PSAC West, taking 2 straight from the Fighting Scots of Edinburgh. In the first game, it was Hope Spancake tossing her 4th complete game shutout of the season. California manufactured the game's only run in the 3rd when Shelby Leah singled, advanced to 2nd on a ground out, stole 3rd, and was batted home by Jillian Russell. In the nightcap, the Vulcans trailed 2-1 when Allison Johnson and Jillian Russell would lead the rally with singles in the 6th, setting up Randy Miller for the pinch-hit game-winning single. Freshman Caitlin Schilling collected the win after a 1-hit complete game in the pitching circle. The Vulcans, with the sweep, improved to 25-9 overall, 9-1 in the PSAC West. So, guys, the NHL playoffs started this Wednesday with the Pittsburgh Penguins defeating the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-0. Alex Kovalev had a big goal. Marc-Andre Fleury had an even bigger game, a complete shutout in the 3-0 victory. Pens are looking pretty good coming into the playoffs here.
It was a great game. I would like to go and sit in front of the Jumbotron. I think that would be a great experience. Cheer our Pens to Stanley Cup.
I plan on doing it at least once.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to see the first game. I had to work, but definitely we should all go down and definitely catch a game out there.
Cheer them on to victory.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, thanks, Will.
No problem.
That will do it for this edition of News Center. Don't forget, you can check us out anytime online.
You can visit our page by going to youtube.com and searching CUTV News Center. We'll see you next week.
CUTV always has the action, and now you can too by ordering CUTV programming on DVD.
Hey, and that is no good, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen.
To own your favorite CUTV moments, just send $16.95 in a check payable to SAI, care of CUTV programming order, 250 University Avenue, California, PA 15419.